Good evening, viewers. Today we want to look at Wassce School Candidate 2025 Science 1 Objective Test. Here we want to look at from question 1 to question 6. These are the questions we want to look at today. So, as a student, I will advise you to subscribe to my channel so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified instantly. So here, let us dive into the questions in order to shorten the video. We have question 1 reads, bushfire can increase the amount of atmospheric. The options that are given, we have A, chlorofluorocarbons, B, oxygen, C, carbon dioxide, and D, hydrogen. Now, during combustion or burning, oxygen is being consumed or used, and the gas that is given off is carbon dioxide. So for question 1, the correct option is option C, and we write it against question 1. The correct option is C. Question 2 reads, night blindness is caused by lack of option A, vitamin E, option B, vitamin D, option C, vitamin C, and option D, vitamin A. Now, we know that for proper vision, you need vitamin A. You need vitamin A for proper vision. So the deficiency of these vitamins will lead to night blindness. So the correct option for question 2 is option D, vitamin A. We have seen it. The correct option for question 2 is option D. We move on quickly to question 3. Now, question 3 reads, movement of water into plant cells causes cell A plasmolysis. During plasmolysis, we have to understand that in this process, water will be lost, so it's out of it. Now, option B, turgidity. During osmosis, we know that in a hypotonic solution, in this process, water is absorbed and the salt will be turgid. So the correct option, let me continue reading all the options. C, we have flaccidity, and D, we have wall to burst. So here D is not a red blood cell because plant cell contains cell wall or cellulose cell wall which is rigid. The cell will not burst. So the correct option for question 3 is B, turgidity. This process, the plant will absorb water and to increase the pressure, the total pressure. So here the correct option is B. We proceed to question 4. Question 4 reads, the liquid which bathes cells of the human body is known as A. Lymph. Lymph is also a liquid, but it is more of the lymphatic system. Serum is also a liquid in the plasma, but here that one is not the correct option. We have option C, plasma. So the correct option will be option C. Option D is blood. We know that plasma is a liquid component of blood, plasma. So the correct option for question 4 is C, plasma. Option C. Now question 5. In the preparation of local soup, as is added to the oil to option A, give the color of the soup. Option B, give the soup a pleasant smell. Option C, thicken the oil. And option D, provide alkali to saponify the oil. So in this process, the correct option is option D, that is to provide alkali to saponify the oil. Question 5, the correct option is option D. Now question 6, the last question. Which of the following compounds is an acid salt? Before we read the option, how do you understand an acid salt? When you see a compound containing a replaceable hydrogen atom, that will tell you that compound is an acid salt. So try to remember it. So from the options, we have option A, potassium aluminum sulfate dodecahydrate. That one is not an acid salt. We move to option B, magnesium hydroxide chloride. That one is a basis salt, is out of it. Option C, sodium hydrogen sulfate. Yes, this one contains a replaceable hydrogen atom. Yes, that's the correct option. But let us read option D, potassium trisulfate. So here, the option that we have here, the compound that is an acid salt is sodium hydrogen sulfate, and the correct option is option C for question 6. So here we write a chemical equation as well on how we got this sodium hydrogen sulfate. The correct option for question 6 is option C. Now, how do we get this acid salt? We can get it by the reaction between sulfuric acid and sodium hydroxide, because looking at what we have sodium there, we have sulfate. So from here when we use tetraoxosulfate 6 acid with sodium hydroxide, we can have this salt, this acid salt. So what it simply means is that the acid is not completely neutralized by the base, so meaning it is partially neutralized by the base to make or to produce an acid salt. Let me write the chemical equation quickly. So can have it like this. H2 SO4 with sodium hydroxide will give us sodium hydrogen sulfate and water. We have seen it, water, H2O. So here this is an acid, this tetraoxosulfate 6 acid react with sodium hydroxide to produce sodium hydrogen sulfate and water. So here it contains irrepressible hydrogen atom, so that's why it is called an acid salt. So here what it simply means, the base partially neutralize the acid, so that's why we have an acid salt. So that's the compound we have here for question 6, the sodium hydrogen sulfate. So the reaction between tetraoxosulfate 6 acid reacting with sodium hydroxide, we got sodium hydrogen sulfate and water is being produced. So here we have an acid salt. Yes, so this is what we have for you. We have solved this question. This is, in order to shorten the video, we want to stop here for today. This is Wassce 2025 school candidate. Yes, objective paper 1. Yes, you can subscribe to the channel for more videos. Question have been solved. That's the first part. We have solved it. So thank you so much.